content for free. So with that, you guys, let's move on to our next revelation from last night's Watch What Happens Live. Now, this is Lisa Vanderpump did not just bring the shade for Raquel, Rachel, and Tom Sandoval, but she also had shade for Kyle Richards and Lisa Rinna. So I thought we might as well talk about that while we're here. So let's get into it. This is from page 6. Lisa Vanderpump shades Kyle Richards, Lisa Rinna, and defends Tom Sandoval. Now, I don't think that Lisa Vanderpump was defending Tom Sandoval. I think that it was clear that she said she blamed them equally, right? During Watch What Happens Live, but she had the most smoke for Raquel. She definitely had the most shade, the most smoke, saying how when she quote auditioned or interviewed for Sir, she came on without any trousers, all of that stuff. So she definitely had the most smoke for Raquel. And I don't think it's a sexist thing. I don't think it's like, oh, Tom Sandoval's the guy and he kind of gets away with it. I think it's more of the fact that Raquel sort of played this Bambi-eyed baby the entire time. But actually, what she was very narcissistic and conniving, just like Christina Kelly called out during the episode. She was like, I don't know why everybody babies Raquel. That's an offense to babies. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's making these decisions. Christina Kelly called it all the way out. Shout out to Christina Kelly. So I think it's more of Raquel's overall deceit. And her pretending to be friends with Ariana is giving her more of the smoke than Tom Sandoval. Because we kind of knew Tom was a cheat and all of that stuff. Doesn't make it right. Doesn't absolve him of what he did. But I think that there are different factors into the response that Tom gets versus the response that Raquel gets. And I don't think it's misogyny or sexism or anything like that. I just think it's how grimy and low down Raquel was. Let's keep going. So Lisa Vanderpump wants Vanderpump Rules fans to redirect their anger. The restaurateur jokingly called on Bravo viewers to go after her former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills co-stars Kyle Richards and Lisa Rinna instead of Tom Sandoval, whose months-long affair with Raquel ended his nearly 10-year relationship with Ariana Madix. This kind of vigilante justice I don't agree with at all, Vanderpump 62 said on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen Wednesday while speaking directly to the camera. I think these are people that are living their life in a public forum, which is very difficult. She continued of the participants and the scandalous Pump Rules love triangle that has sent reality TV fanatics into a tailspin over the last week. Vanderpump noted that there is so much infidelity in the world, adding, it's not like they murdered anyone, it's a show. However, the OG housewife also said fans should not let Sandoval and Raquel off the hook so quickly. Condemn their actions, but don't condemn the people, okay? She advised. All this aggression, it can have serious ramifications. I really mean that. I think everybody should be careful with that. Okay, side note, before we get into her shade, I agree with what she's saying. Any threats of like actual physical violence, going to people's houses or apartments or restaurants, anything that's an actual physical threat or beyond just a kiki or a shade, I agree it's taking it too far. Nobody needs to physically go after somebody. Nobody needs to genuinely be hurt by any of this. We can have fun. Just like she said, we don't need to take them off of the hook. We can laugh, we can kiki, we can call them out, we can do our lives, we can post, we can tweet. But I agree, any type of like crossing the line into like real world hurting people, that is taking it too far. But I also think that, she's being an executive producer, right? She's also saying like, they didn't murder anybody. It's a show, people cheat. She's also wearing her executive producer hat because she's towing the line just enough to say, keep engaging, keep the social media up, keep the shade up, keep watching the show. Don't boycott us. Don't let them off the hook. Let's milk this, milk this, milk this. So she's also wearing her executive producer hat, right? So shout out to Lisa Vanderpump. She wants to make that coin. I'm with it. Vanderpump shadily concluded, I don't like it and I don't want to see it unless it's to, Kyle or Lisa Rinna. I love the shade. The former Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast members' feud dates back to 2018 when Richards and Rinna accused Vanderpump of leaking their show's infamous Puppygate scandal to the press. Side note about that real quick. Don't we find it extremely hypocritical? Because all roads lead to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and you know how I feel about my girls. Don't we find it extremely hypocritical that Vile Kyle pretty much tried to crucify Lisa Vanderpump when there was the allegations, which we all know now pretty much was a lie, that she leaked the whole Puppygate, Doritgate situation to the press? They were acting like Lisa Vanderpump, ate their firstborn grandchild or something, the way they were all up in arms and coming after her, that she allegedly leaked stuff to the press, blah, 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 blah. But yet, in the leaked footage that we saw during last season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, remember in that footage when it was with Kyle and Erica, and she was saying that she was, quote, happy that everything was being leaked to the press about Kathy? And didn't she also admit that she knew it was Erica and the publicist doing all that, but yet she continues to be friends with Erica? So when Lisa Vanderpump allegedly leaked stuff to the press about Puppygate, it was the end of the world. But when Erica leaks stuff to the press about your own sister, you're happy about it. That's the hypocrisy of it all. But let's keep going. The former Overserved with Lisa Vanderpump host stopped filming Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in the midst of the drama before announcing her exit in 2019 following a 9-season run. Dun, 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 dun. While Vanderpump and Richards, 54, have continued taking jabs at each other online and in recent years, the bar owner reignited her beef with Rinna, 59, in January after the Days of Our Lives alum also left Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Ding dong, she tweeted at the time, an apparent reference to Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead from The Wizard of Oz. Vanderpump has said several times that she would only return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills if producers cleaned house with the cast, a sentiment she reiterated on Watch What Happens Live on Wednesday. Side note, do you think when she says clean house, do you think she means, obviously she meant Rinna, but do you think she means Kyle, Erica, and Dorit? Or do you think she just means Kyle? Right? Put it down below. Let me know what you think. Let's keep going. Rinna's finally gone. Did she leave or was she fired? She cheekily asked Andy Cohen before saying, we've talked about it. You've said the door is always open and you're kind of on the right path with one gone. There's just a few more to go. So with a few more to go, maybe she really meant, Erica, Kyle, and Ding Dong Dorit. And I also loved how Vanderpump left no crumbs and snatched all of Lisa Rinna's edges when she was like, she was fired. I know she was fired. I was like, Lisa Vanderpump, you're a candy cane, because exactly that's what we've been saying this entire time. Rinna was fired. We all know it. Andy Cohen was squirming in his little seat, didn't know what the hell to do because Lisa Vanderpump was just spilling all of the tea. She was spilling all of the tea. All right. So stick around, candy canes, because we have more tea to spill. Our next story is coming up. But before we dive in, you know what to do. Put down your comments below about this whole shade that Lisa Vanderpump threw at Kyle, being like, don't heckle my cast. Don't heckle the cast that pays my bills. Heckle Kyle. And we all know that Lisa Rinna was fired. Put it down below what you think about the shade and also the hypocrisy we talked about. And before you do that, you know what to do. go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And check out the description box down below and join our newsletter. You get free self-care content. It's